He's a subsidy too. So
For some reason, I was thinking that he was on bond, but I guess he's not.
he's not.
Yeah, Judge, I'll explain when he comes up. Or Judge, if you don't mind, I'd like to explain our position and sort of, our conditions for revoking the bond. I mean, for recalling the warrant, excuse me.
Most certainly, most certainly. So I don't know why the TVs aren't working, but here today, we have your judge from Louisiana. Judge Mesh, the floor is yours.
All right, for our record, this is State of Louisiana versus Deviante Mitchell, 23-01829D. For the record, the prosecutor, Ms. Katie Ryan, is present in court. His court-appointed attorney, Mr. Alfred Boudreaux, could not be here. The only issue before the court, however, is a bench warrant. Mr. Mitchell, I want to explain to you what happened. You appeared before me for a bond hearing. I gave you an ROR bond based on the reasons I said in court that day. After that, the state got the file. The state has charged you. When the state set it for arraignment, the sheriff's deputies tried to serve you 3 times at the address you gave the St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office. They were not able to serve you. It looks like someone at that address was playing games with the sheriff's department and evading service. So a bench warrant was issued. And now we know where you are. You're in jail in Harris County. And they want me to recall this bench warrant. The only way I'm going to recall it is if you agree in court today to appear before me on June 27th for arraignment. If I recall the warrant, Mr. Moore, will he be, I don't know what's going on in Harris County, but do you think he'll be available to make himself appear or make himself available for court in St. Landry Parish on June 27th?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I've spoken with his mother, and she has assured me that she will make sure that he will be in court, and he's also told me that.
Now, I'm not, I do have a prosecutor here. I have no intention of revoking his bond, even though a condition of his recognizance bond was no criminal activity. But because it happened in Harris County and we don't have access, I have no intention of that. However, he has been billed here with, I believe, attempted murder. 5 counts of attempted murder. Those charges are not dismissed. He was given an ROR bond for very specific reasons stated on the record at that bond hearing. But the state has since chosen to indict him by bill of information and is moving forward with those charges. He has to come back to St. Landry Parish for arraignment on June 27th, 2024, 9:00 a.m. before me in the criminal court annex.
Are you familiar with the new case that he has here as well?
No, sir, not at all.
He picked up an unlawful possession of a prohibited weapon, which is a felony case. That bond is set at $50,000 now. He has not made that bond as of yet. With us here, because he's a fugitive, I have him set at no bond. If you recall the warrant, that will lift this hold that I have here in our fugitive case. He still has to make the $50,000 bond in his felony case here, though.
I figured as much, and I believe that's what Mr. Moore is perhaps trying to accomplish, was to at least lift this bond, and also our sheriff's department would have to go get him, and they're overwhelmed at the moment and all. And I'm willing to give him another chance to appear, but trust me, if he does not, if I recall the warrant, which is not valid for lack of service, he has now been served in open court, been given notice in open court. If he fails to appear on June 27th, trust me, the next warrant will not be recalled under any circumstances.
Judge, can we get a good address on Mr. Mitchell?
And a condition is I need to verify his address, and I need to know, I need a good address. What address are you living at in Alexandria, Mr. Mitchell?
4131 Phoenix Point Drive.
4131 Phoenix
Drive.
Point
Yes, sir.
apartment.
4131.
Is there
Do you have an
is
apartment
there
number?
a house?
It's the apartment number.
Well, what's the address?
It's 4131.
So if it's an apartment, it'll be a different number, like apartment
Oh.
21, 31,
Or apartment B?
A, B, C.
I don't know how to.
What's the name of the apartments?
Phoenix Point Drive. Like when you 4131 Phoenix Point. It's called Phoenix Point.
Would your mother know which apartment number it is?
Yeah, that's how.
What's
He not gonna know
that-
where he lives.
that-
Well, he doesn't know the apartment number because it's his mother's apartment. I'll find out. What's her number?
337-603. She gonna answer right now. 5400.
You don't know which number.
She gonna answer right now.
Right now.
It ain't doing.
I think he doesn't know the
Text
number.
it.
He
It ain't
doesn't
doing
live.
nothing. She gonna answer.
Yeah, I'll step away if I can.
Sure.
Well, let me just say, Judge, just to try to expedite things, the address that our sheriff's department had when he bonded out, the address provided by his mother was 4131 Phoenix Drive, apartment B, as in Bravo, Alexandria, Louisiana. There were 3 attempts at service there, all of which failed. Part of the reason he was given the ROR bond was his mother presented evidence of I guess you could say an alibi at the bond hearing, and the state was not quite prepared at that time. They didn't have the full investigative file to offer evidence to dispute the alibi. And so I gave him an ROR bond. But that was the whole issue, was that he was living there with his mother and he would stay at home and, be a good boy while out on bond.
No luck.
Well, I spoke with her. She says that there is no apartment number. It's the address he gave, 4131. It's not Phoenix Point. She said Phoenix Drive.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry, Judge. I don't know what else.
That's fine. We'll note that he maintains that his address is 4131 Phoenix Drive, no apartment number, Alexandria, Louisiana. Counsel, will you give him written notice that he has arraignment before me, June 27th, 2024, at the St. Landry Parish Criminal Court Annex, 9:00 a.m.
Yes, sir, I will.
Judge, and I'll say this, that you can't run forever, dude. You just can't. You got to go back. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't, you're old enough to know actions have consequences. You get popped here in Harris County again, you will not get another bond. They can take up to 90 days to come get you from Louisiana. Up to 90 days on a governor's warrant. You understand? You've been given a chance. Okay.
All right. For our record, I'll recall the warrant. I want the minutes to explicitly state that he's been given notice in open court of his arraignment date of June 27, 2024 at 9:00 a.m. In the criminal court annex, and that no further bench warrants will be recalled.
You know that the family's going to post at 50,000?
They are.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate
Thank you for
it.
your time.
No problem. Thank you.
Take care.
Guys, it.
Thanks.
Okay. I'll sign the dismissal and that's it. And then Carl, it's on you guys to make the bond and then, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, for sure. Good job, man. Tender slice. Come up,
Other side, other way.
Jim. What's that?
We just wanted to remind you, who's on that call in. So I mean, it stands to reason you can't call in out of the country. You said we're just missing clarification. She just wanted me to remind you. It's on call.
Okay. He gets the minute, find the itinerary. When he gets back, he has to come get tested.
I will leave her a copy.
Yes.
Just note it.
Mr. Vanderslice, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Oh, you can set that?
2024, officers were dispatched to a Circle K gas station where they were advised by employees that a white GMC Sierra was in the parking lot. They observed the car was partially in a stall. The driver and one occupant were passed out behind the wheel. The car was running, then it hit a split on the accelerator, but the vehicle was unparked. Officers involved the driver, who was extremely slow and lethargic. He had slurred speech, watery eyes, strong odor of alcohol on his body. He had to be guided back to the patrol vehicle.
Say that again?
He had unsteady gait.
Okay.
He had to be guided back to the patrol vehicle. Officers searched the car and found 2 bottles of Crown Royal Apple whiskey. One was empty, one had a little bit of it left. Defendant stated, "I'm not going to do anything to incriminate myself," when he was asked to.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it down in court, please.
I can't hear a thing. Say that again?
When officers asked him to perform the standard field sobriety tests, defendant responded, "I'm not going to do anything to incriminate myself," and refused to do the tests. The DIC was read, search warrant was executed, and blood was drawn. The first DWI is in 2017 for Panola.
And then how many DWIs can you?
There was also a dismissed DWI in 2009 in Dallas.
So that's
It's his third DWI arrest.
There's one conviction and it's a reckless driving. It's in the computer wrong. I have the judgment. So.
Mr. Vanderslice, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you now, when you have alcohol in the car, it's a minimum of 5 days in jail to any sentence that you get.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm ordering you now not to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, dope, you drive without with either a license, without a license, or without using your interlock, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds.
Yes,
If
sir.
you show me that you have a problem with alcohol and dope, I will hold you in contempt, slap you with 180 days, probate it for 2 years, and put you in a lockdown rehab facility. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you have demons, you better address it, because if you don't, I'm going to do it for you if it becomes a problem. And I promise you, you're not going to like the way that I do it.
Yes, sir.
And Judge, I know you have a jury right now, but there is a backstory. Yeah, I know, I understand.
So all I know now is that no drugs, no alcohol. I'm going to randomly test you. You are not allowed to drive without a guardian interlock. You have a lawyer. Mr. Ray will take care of the case for you. You must stay in touch with him. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yes, sir.
No more PR bonds.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, eventually you'll get with Anna for your bond conditions. And after that, you'll be free to go, sir.
And then one more question. I know you got a jury. I've got a judgment on the previous DWI showing it's a reckless driving. Is that going to make any
No,
difference?
he's got
on
alcohol in the car. He's passed out and he has 2 different alcohol contacts in the car. No,
that? Okay. Okay. Well, we'll talk to the state then about the driving
passed out
facts.
in the car with someone else.
It's somebody stole his wallet. He didn't have a hotel. So we'll get to that. It's not today. Understand.
Oh, it's 251-3803. Okay. Go. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Parking lot.